through what the Rotary Learning Center is, and just to equip ourselves with how to find our way in that particular center when we get there. Basically, what is the Learning Center? So the Rotary Learning Center simply offers a range of courses that are well developed. It means that you have experts who are Rotarians as ourselves in some particular topic or area of what Rotary does, and they create courses and put it on these on the center for all Rotarians to benefit from. So it's more like a training sort of Rotarians. It's not just for new Rotarians, it's for old Rotarians. Sometimes you hear people say, oh, someone is a seasoned Rotarian, and so they feel they don't have anything new to learn. One joke that I have, or one thing I say, is that even Jumbo and Onga, even though they are seasoning products, they are always refined. But if there's something new that can be added to make them better. And so as Rotarians, it's the same thing with us. The Rotary Learning Center is for everyone, whether you're joined today or you've been in it 30 years, there's always something new to learn from the Rotary Learning Center. And the courses vary in terms of length. There are some courses that are as short as 15 minutes. Within 15 minutes, you can just study something and you are gone. That's just less than a lunch break or time or something. And so that is what the learning center is. Now, because it's a learning center, at the end of every study, would want to be examined to see if we really grasped and understood whatever we just went through. It's not, let me just say, it's not like a competition where you need to get 100%. This is just to see if you understand it. And so at the end of the course, there's going to be a quiz that you can take. And that's just to measure your own understanding of the course. But once you finish the course, even without taking a quiz, once you finish the course, there's always a certificate that you get just to show that you've been able to go through the course successfully. Now, for most of us, we know Rotary.org. And this is the website we give to anybody at all who coaches us and asks where they can get information about Rotary from. So this is a platform or the interface of Rotary and the outside world. So that anybody who is not a Rotarian can access documents and information from this particular website, Rotary.org. So our courses mostly talk about the focus areas. This will give them about Rotary, will tell them a bit about the history, what Rotary stands for and all, and then get involved where they are invited to be members to help in the good that we do in the world, or even to donate to our causes, the polio cause or any other cause that we have can donate to, and then the programs that we run. So this gives them information, news and features. Just gives them information generally about Rotary. But for us Rotarians who are part of the organization, there's a special part of this bigger platform for us, and that is what we call My Rotary. So somebody can just go to Rotary.org, go to this particular icon and click My Rotary, and it takes you My Rotary. Somebody else may want to just type straight the website and get it. So you just type my.rotary.org, and that gives you this interface. Now, this interface, as you can see, looks a bit more different from the previous one, and that's because this is for Rotarians. Everything that we need to know about Rotary and don't even know about Rotary yet, we can find on this platform. In 365 days, you may not be able to consume everything on this platform. And that's why we are encouraged to visit it at least once a day, at least 1 hour a day, just to be abreast with what Rotary is all about. So when you open My Rotary, you see this page that's going to ask you to sign in if you have an account already. If you are a new member, or if even you are an old member who hasn't created a My Rotary account, then you click on the register for an account, and it helps you to register or sign in and register here. They all do the same. Now, if I click register as a first person, what I can do is that if I click, what I can do is to see this page that's going to allow me to create an account, and I can enter my first name, my last name, and my email. Now, these ones need to be your official Rotary names. You can use your official Rotary names to do that. What's your first name? That Rotary knows. What's your last name? And then an email. And then it's going to ask if you are 18 years or older. This is not to say that the content that you have on my Rotary are mature content. That sense. But of course, we know that Rotarians are above 18 years. So you're just asking if you're 18 years. But once you choose yes and you click submit, what it does is to give you, it send you an email to this particular address that you're given it, and you can use that to activate your account. Once your account is activated, then you can come back, sign in, and enjoy the platform. So you sign in with the email that you use to create the account and a password. And this password you create when you get the chance to activate your account after you have signed, you are registered. And once you sign in, you have all these tabs that you see, and they all have a number of stuff under them. But today, what we want to look at is the Rotary Learning Center. And so we have a number of ways of locating the Rotary Learning Center. After signing in, you'll see your name show here at the top right corner. And there are a number of things you can do there. But as I said, today is just to see how you can locate, access the Learning Center, and take some courses. So the first place you can get access to the Learning Center is to click on the Member Center here. And once you click on the Member Center, you should see Learning Center. So you have a Learning Center here. And once you click this, it's going to take you to the Learning Center. Another way you can get the Learning Center is to click Learning and Reference, which automatically makes sense than Member Center. So you click Learning and Reference, and once the drop down comes, you see what do you want to learn. Are you going to learn by role? So this helps club directors. If you are a club administration chair or you are an incoming club administration chair, you need to go here directly, because once you click Learn by Role, it's going to open the different roles that we have: foundation, membership, and you can go straight to that part and learn. Or you can learn by topic, general topic, membership, fundraising, mentoring, and you choose that. Do you want to learn about Rotary? So for new and old members, what new things have you
PP Kafui, please, we cannot hear you. Hello? Hello, PP. No, it's so faint. I need to strain. No, please. Hello, PP, you are muted now. PP Kafui, please, you are muted.
Hello, please. Am I back?
Okay,
Is
you
this
are
better?
back. Yes, please.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Let me continue from where I stopped. Okay, so I think I stopped where we needed to sign into the Rotary Center,
Yes, please.
Learning Center. Fine. So once you log in with your email and password, you will get this dashboard. And the one of the first ways to get access to the Rotary Learning Center is to click on the member center you see here to the right. Now, when you click the member center, it opens all these things for you. And then you have online tools. Once you click online tools, you see all these things, but what we are interested in is the learning center. And so you click on the learning center and it takes you there. That's the first way to get it. The second way is to click on learning and reference. And once you click on learning and reference, you see all these pop out. Now, this learn by role is very good for directors and committee chairs because it states the role. If you're a committee chair, it gives you courses related to that role. If you're a foundation chair, you see that. And so that's just specific. This one, learn by topic, just general topic, mentoring, about Rotary, about fundraising. So whichever topic you want, it takes you there. You have about Rotary also, you have policies and procedures. But you can click Learning Center, which is what you want. So learning and reference, then Learning Center. That's the second way. The third way is that once you open my Rotary, you can scroll down the page, and there's this group of tools that you see below, and you have Learning Center shown here. So you can also click on Learning Center, and it takes you to the Learning Center. Now, apart from accessing the Learning Center via laptop or desktop, which is the reason some people give. Some Rotarians say, if I'm not in the office or I don't have a machine to sit behind, I can't access the Learning Center. You can actually access the Learning Center on your mobile phone. And it's just you taking your mobile browser and typing mine.rotary.org and still have access to all those things. Now, there's something that even makes it easier and more friendly to use the access the Learning Center. And that's by using this mobile app called the Go.Learn mobile app. So if you are on Android, if you use an Android phone, just go to Google Play Store and type Go.Learn. You should see this symbol and you install it. If you use an iPhone, go to the App Store, type Go.Learn, and you see this. I will share these slides after the presentation so that once you open it, you can just click straight on it and it takes you to the page to actually download it. Now, the good thing about this Go.Learn is that the moment you install it and you want to access Learning Center via your mobile phone, first open your browser as I mentioned, type mine.rotary.org. You see the same page, just like the desktop page you saw, but this is the mobile version. So you see you can sign in or register for an account. Because I have an account already, I will click on sign in, and after signing in, this is what I get. So you see my name, then you have all these tabs, just as we saw on the desktop interface. So you see learning and reference there. And you have a plus in front of all of them. What it means is that there are some sub headings under each of these. These are bigger headings. So because I want Rotary Learning Center, I go to learning and reference and click on this particular class. And the moment I click on it, it shows me all these things under it. You see, we still have the learn by role, by topic, about policies. They all have sub topics under them. But what I want is Learning Center. So I click on Learning Center. It's still on my mobile phone. And the moment I click on Learning Center, this is what happens. It tries to open Learning Center, but because I've been logged into the Learning Center, my Rotary already, the browser tells me, we noticed you are using a mobile device. However, we can't tell if you install this app. Have you installed the Learning Center Go app, Go.Learn app? If I've not installed it, I use Go. It will still allow me to access the Learning Center, but on the mobile interface. if I've installed it, I choose yes. And the moment I choose yes, it works in the background and logs me into the learning center. And this is what I see. So now I see courses by topic about Rotary Club leadership, general like that. Now I have the choice inside the courses I want to take. If I click my Rotary or Rotary, then it tells me there are 8 items under this category, and these are the courses. It is still on my mobile phone, and these are the courses. So I click one I want. And for most of us, this is the first time we will be accessing the learning center. It'd be nice to start with this course, getting started with the learning center.
We are losing you again, please. PP Kafui.
Hello, please, can you hear me?
You are faint.
Wow. Hello? Hello, please, am I being heard?
It is still faint.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I don't know what is happening. Hello?
Still faint.
Wow. I can't tell why. Hello? Hello? Hello, still faint?
Still faint.
At first, I thought it was a network connection issue.
Pardon?
Hello?
Is it me or everybody else is experiencing the same thing?
I need to ask. Hello?
I think it's all of us because I can also not hear him.
Okay. PP Kafui.
It's all over. It's all over. We are all experiencing the
PP Kafui. Everybody seems to have the same problem. We can barely hear you.
Wow. This is strange. Hello?
Hello?
Better.
Is this better?
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm wondering why. I thought it was a network connection, but I can still see all of you and hear from you. So I'm wondering why it's giving me that issue. Anyway, we are all learning, don't worry.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so let me continue and then we'll just finish up with that. All right, so as I mentioned, it shows you all the courses that you can take. And I'm saying that because this will be the very first time for most of us to access the Learning Center, I would advise and recommend that we take the Getting Started with the Learning Center course. This is less than 15 minutes. And that helps you to better understand how to navigate and take courses and even answer queries and all that on it. So I just clicked the course, Getting Started with the Learning Center. And so it gives you a description of it. How can the Learning Center help you? In this course, you discover its many features, learn how to search for courses, how to take a course, and how to track your progress. Then you can click on Start Learning, and it takes you there. This is just a general overview. If you want to see the exact content of the course, you click on the content, and it shows you that. Because I've just taken 3 of it, that's why it's giving me this 2 or 3, because I have not watched this video yet. So most of the courses are a mix. You have presentations, you have videos, you just have text that you can read. You can download most of the files that are shared on there, and it helps. And for most of the courses, after you give an evaluation, just to see if you got something better from the course and what recommendation you think they can make. So basically, that is just an overview of the Learning Center. And now let's just let's go to my Rotary and do that. All right, so this is my Rotary. I hope I'm still clear. Please, am I still clear?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So, like I said, we go to Learning Center, Learning and Reference, and then Learning Center. I have learned by topic, learned by that. So it's opening. It's not my screen sharing is paused. Yes. So when you open, this is what you see. When you open a learning center, this is what you have. You have course catalogs, so courses by topic. This has already put it by topic. So about Rotary, club leadership, district leadership, professional development, and most of the courses in professional development has been created in collaboration with Toastmasters. You know, we are now we've now joined forces with Toastmasters for leadership and training. And so most of the courses under professional development have the Toastmasters signature there. Membership, in general terms, general stuff about Rotary, public image, the service, Rotary Foundation. So November is Rotary Foundation month from tomorrow. We can go here and learn more about the Rotary Foundation. And then trainer. So if you want to be a club trainer, that's what you do. You go here and then you do that. And you have courses by language. So if you need courses in English, you click, it gives you. If you need courses in other languages, for instance, let me just click view for other languages. And you have Chinese, I think it's Portuguese, French, and then you have all those languages there. If it's English you want, then you do that. So I can still click on categories here, and I can choose by topic: fundraising, general, leadership, membership. Let me just click on membership category. And of course, you see that languages are not in English because already I've chosen view in different languages. So I come to filters here. And once I click on filters, I see language. I click on language and I choose English. And once I choose English, it just gives me 3 courses under membership that are in English. This still has I think Polish or something on there, but that's just it. Another category, general, you have districts, international service committee. How am I having all this? Oh, in additional courses still. Let me go back to course catalogs from the beginning. Yes. So about Rotary View, and as I mentioned, we can all just try to take the getting started with Rotary. Even though it's 50 minutes, we won't use 50 minutes. I'll be rushing through. So just to give you a sense of how it looks like. So when I click on that, you can see the about. I've taken it already. That's why I have this. So basically, let me just talk about this. Once you finish taking the course, it's going to allow you to download your certificate, which is here. And these are the details of the course. It allows you to also rate the course. So if I want to give it a 5-star, I can do that. It allows you to rate the course. And you see, it says, thanks for rating. So I've rated the course. And this is the course description. There are some additional resources. So this, even how to use the Learning Center on mobile, you can click on it and you have that. Learning Center course catalog, you click and you have that. Once I open this page, there are 3 dots that you can see here. And when I put my cursor on it, you see user menu. That gives you access to your dashboard. When I click on it, this is my dashboard. So I have course catalogs that I can go to. I have learning by topics. You can even favorite some of your courses. You can have questions and answers. So we have what we call the social learning part of the Learning Center. which allows Rotarians or students, so to speak, to ask questions on courses that they take, and for people to also answer the questions that people ask. You can even rate some of the answers. And you have my activities. So let me just go to my dashboard. And once I click on my dashboard, this is what you see. It gives you all the courses that are connected to my account and my learning plans. And so you see that I don't have any deadlines. It says, well done, nothing happening here. Take a well-deserved break. There's no assignment that I need to take. My learning activities are analyzed for me, so you have some bit of analytics. And you can see a bad practice that I've begun. I will advise you don't do the same. Take one course at a time, at most 2 courses at a time. Don't just enroll in a course and not take it. So you can see that I have 19 courses I've not taken. Now you see 19 because some of the courses have modules under them. So if you take district training committee, which is an intermediate course, you would have a number of courses, about 3. So those ones all go into the 19. We have the grants management seminar course that has about 10 modules under it. So if I have 3 here and I have 10 under that one, definitely I'm going to have 13. And then other courses will have other modules under them. So that's how come you have 19 not started, you have 7 in progress, and you have 12 completed. Now this is a social activity. I've not been so active on the social activity. So there are actually 212 invitations from some Rotarians to check out some courses that they have done. And so you see, you have Rotary Toastmaster, how to lead a team, Rotary Toastmasters, how to deliver a speech, the Rotary brand, building Rotary's public image. You have all those courses that people have invited me to check out, but I've not done so. That's why you have the 212. So you see, this tells me new invitation enrollment. This is all the new learning content selected for you. So what it means is that you can even have fun as a club and decide that for this number of days or this number of weeks, every member is supposed to take this particular course. Invite all your club members to enroll in the course and take it, just for fun and to also learn and have that fair rivalry competition, which makes it fun. It even helps you to prepare for inter-club quizzes, inter-district quizzes, and stuff like that. That will help you to have fun and still learn about Rotary. So under my activities, is just going to bring the same thing again that you saw with the yes. So you see 19 courses to begin, 7 courses in progress, 12 completed, and that gives you 100% of the use of the platform. My activity in the past 12 months, you can see how I was inactive until August, and then I fell again. So in the last 1 year, this has been how my participation on this platform has been, which is not encouraging. It should have been here throughout. So I'm encouraging all of you, take a cue for my laziness so we can all learn about Rotary. Top courses by total time viewed. So I've completed this, completed that. This in progress. You see performance down, 0. Statistics, there's nothing to show. Top quizzes, I've just taken 1 quiz, mentoring, and that's that. So we need to be really up to task and ensure that as I'm recommending, every hour in a day, 1 hour is enough, or 30 minutes is enough for you to take a course. Now, if a course is, for instance, this one, 3 hours, I didn't sit 3 hours to take it. It will surprise you to know that I was taking them in bits, and sometimes over a week, I accessed it about 2 or 3 times. 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, 10 minutes. That was what I was doing. And before I knew it, I completed the 3-hour course. So don't let the time of the course scare you. You can just break it. And that's what I'm saying. You would have to decide to have a specific time for Rotary Learning Center. If it's in the evenings, fine. If it's your lunch break, that's also perfect. Just decide a time that you feel it's okay, and you just take it. If it's 5 minutes, you can learn a lot in 5 minutes. And before you know it, you take the course. This gives you notifications when you log into the learning center. So when I click the notifications that I have, it's asking me what's up. Remember that you have 3 learning plans and 2 courses in progress. You are also enrolled in 2 courses. How about resuming this particular course? So if I'm interested, I say take me there now. If I'm not, I say not now, and it's going to remind me later. Sorry, it wasn't a good time. I'll use your feedback to get better. That's just from the chatbot that they've created for the platform. It makes me sad to make it feel sorry, but that's just it. Basically, that is about the learning center. I wanted to show us one of the courses. The one I said takes 15 minutes. So this one, even though I've finished, we can still start. So let's begin the course. So this one starts with a video. So you saw a pop-up when it was almost getting to the end that this activity has been finished and I should move to the next next content. So for some of them, you would actually have a button that helps you to push to the next content, but there's a YouTube video, so you don't have that. So I can just click on the right, which has the content, and click on this, the next one, and it has all this for me. So this is it. How to navigate. I can click on start, and it gives you a number of tips. So you use the buttons to move to the next. Use the button to move to the next course line until it's done. And once that is done, I can now scroll down and continue. There's no arrow to the left or right, so it means I can go down. So thanks for completing this. Please select the X to close the window to continue. So I can click on the X here and you see automatically it puts me to the next like that. So this basically what the Learning Center does. And once you are done, you download your certificate and you can show it to other people. This is, let me just choose one of the courses that I've, so because I've just taken this course, getting started, there's supposed to be, is it on my dashboard? I wanted to add it to a favorites. So on my dashboard, on your dashboard, you see all the courses that you have. And if, for instance, I've completed this one, I have these 3 arrows, 3 dots. And once I click on it, I can add to a favorite, I can hide, I can mark as outdated, or even get a link that I can share with someone to take it. So if I want to add to a favorites list, I click on it, add course to a favorite list. Now I've not created any lists, and that's why there's no list for me to add it. But I can create a new list, give details about it, describe, give a tag, and make it public or private. If I make it private, it is only myself that is going to see my favorite courses. If I make it public, then everybody else will have access to it. I can choose what topic is under. So dear friends, this is basically what the Learning Center is about. I'm ready to take any contributions or questions. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, PP Kafui. Fellow Rotarians, guests, do we have any questions for PP Kafui? Any comments or questions, please? Joseph, are you with us?
I am.
Okay. Do you want to make a comment or a question? Okay, so I presume there are no questions or comments.
Hello.
Was
Please,
that
my hand
President?
is, my hand is
Oh,
up.
sorry, Rotarian Sheila, please go ahead.
Okay, good evening, fellow Rotarians.
Good
Good evening.
Rotarian Sheila.
PP Kafui, please, my screen went off just after the introduction, and then you started with the Learning Center when you mentioned my Rotaryorg, and then my screen went off. So honestly, I didn't get it for, I couldn't follow. I just logged in and then I saw you sharing the screen. So I don't know if you can please help me with
All right.
what I missed. Yes, with what I missed. Thank you very much.
Okay, so
sorry, PP Kafui. Rotarian Sheila, would it help if presentation is shared with you? The recording and the presentation, would it help? Hello, Rotarian Sheila.
Hello, please, I'm listening. I didn't hear what you said.
I'm asking whether it would help if the recording and the presentation is shared with you, so that you provide your email address.
Yes, please. Then I'll provide my email address so it can be shared.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're welcome. Thank you too. Bye.
Okay, Rotarian President, there's one thing I mentioned that I didn't show.
Okay.
Let me just do that quickly. and then we can move on. Yes, I talked about the fact that there's a part called social learning, which helps you to interact with other learners. Because if it's supposed to be like a classroom, definitely you can't just come and study and leave and not share your knowledge or even ask questions. So still with the place I went to get a dashboard, you see questions and answers. And if I should click questions and answers, these are some of the questions that you see. Somebody is asking, what is DG fund report? So you can click on it and get an answer, or you can answer now. There's a question somebody asks. We have 5 avenues of service as listed, bylaws, blah, blah, blah. Is it just an avenue of service or really it's a focus area? So you can answer that and somebody can come up your response or say, no, you are wrong. It's in a different language, so I wouldn't try to deceive you. So somebody also shared a concern. They took 2 courses, but both courses are not complete, even though they finished taking it. And remember, I told you, even when I showed you the course that we brushed through, that I had finished taking it. But because I was now showing and going over it again, it told me I had not completed it. Sometimes you get that, but on your dashboard, you see download your certificate, which tells you that you've completed it. So this is what we can do. I want to print brochures. Where do I go for it? And this under membership. So some people can do this. You can actually also share your slides. If you feel there's something that you need to add to a question, you can also, it allows you to share a slide. It's not here. But basically, this is where you have, and you see you have top 10 questions and answers. So this lady has given 83 answers so far on the platform. And this has given 3 and 36 and 28, and it does it like that. Indeed, there's a portion where people go to check even their rank on in their districts. I don't see that here. So that sort of gives us an idea as to how best you are utilizing the platform. So let's just go there, play around, have fun, and just increase our Rotary knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, PP Kafui. Okay, there's a question. How does one handle courses that go beyond? Oh, I believe you answered that earlier, but let me just read it out.
Yes.
How does one handle courses that go beyond 30 minutes? Will there be logouts and restarts when you are unable to sit
continuously?
Yeah, to sit continuously.
Yes. So as I mentioned, you don't need to sit, take the course at one sitting. And this is tied to your My Rotary account. That's why we advise that before you use the Learning Center, or before you even have access to the Learning Center, you should have a My Rotary account. So when you take the course and it's just one thing that you read and you log out, the next time you log in, it's going to ask you to resume the course. And it's going to resume it from where you stopped. So it's not going to say because you are sat for 30 minutes, it's going to tell you log out. You decide and say it's enough for me today. I'll log out. The next time you log in, you continue from where you left. Thank you.
Thank you, PP Kafui. Any other comments or questions? Okay, I guess there is none. Rotarian Della, please go ahead.
Yeah, mine is not a question or anything, but I think it's a recommendation on what you have done. Because I went to the learning center and I was all over. I didn't know my left from my right. It was from what he was saying all the time. Go to the learning center. I was there and I didn't know what. I was once sitting down and looking there. I'll use my phone to do it, and then I went through, and then they told me I was using my phone, which means I needed to use the app. So with all this, I'm saying that I've learned a lot, and I'm giving him a thumbs up.